What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best MLB player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see we actually got 10 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got one pick wrong and got 10 right, which is a 91% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 91% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 91% win rate and get 10 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $3,000 just yesterday, and another member who won $60 for the 6th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. So let's get straight into the first pick, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first we're going to be talking about is Seth Lugo, and this one is for 4 pitcher strikeouts, and this one actually is for more. Now look at Seth Lugo, we've actually seen him go in the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the New York Yankees. So it is going to be a very exciting game, and when we look at the Yankees, we see that over 12 teams, this is actually the postseason stats. Out of the 12 teams that did make the postseason, the Yankees do actually rank 4th with a batting average of .246. Now the reason why we still like the over for this situation here is that Seth Lugo has done such a fantastic job on going over on his line as of recent that we think that the hot streak will continue on coming into this next game. Now he has gone on the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, with one of them being a push, but on top of that his average over the last 5 is also 5.6, so significantly above his line, which I think is fantastic, and that is a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation here. So when it comes to Seth Lugo, we think that although Yankees do rank high, Seth Lugo being such a great pitcher when it comes to getting pitcher strikeouts, we should see him being able to go over on the line easily. So Seth Lugo, 4 pitcher strikeouts, 4 more, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Ranger Suarez. So this one's a fantastic one. Now Ranger Suarez has actually a 3 pitcher strikeouts, and this one we like for the more. Now we look at Ranger Suarez, we've actually seen him go on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than the New York Mets. Now we look at the New York Mets over 12 teams, so the postseason stats, we actually see that the Mets do rank 5th with a batting average of .239. So although they do have a pretty decent batting average, you do have to remember, if they do rank in that 5th to 8th range, they actually are more mid-tier, and that is a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation here, due to the fact that Mets rank in that mid-tier, and we think someone like Suarez should be able to take advantage of that and go on the over here. Now his average over the last 5 is also 3.4, which is fantastic to see, and when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the over as well. So all signs really do point towards the over for us for this one. So because of that, Ranger Suarez, 3 pitcher strikeouts, 4 more, I think is a great pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Clark Schmidt. So Clark Schmidt, great player, and this one is for 4 pitcher strikeouts, and this one actually is for less. Now look at Clark Schmidt, we've actually seen him go in the under in 1 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Kansas City Royals. Now, as we all know, Kansas City Royals do actually rank 3rd with a batting average of .252, so they are very strong, and that is a big reason why we do very much like the under for this situation here. When it comes to Clark Schmidt, although he is a fantastic player, we are sticking to the under due to the fact that Royals just have such a great batting average that we think Clark Schmidt should actually struggle in this situation here. So although his average over the last 5 is 5.2, which is above the line, we are going against the grain here because, guys, like we always say, matchups, that's what's most important, and because of that, we do very much like the under here. Now, on top of that, we look at what the bookies are saying. The bookies also have him favored for the under as well, which is great. So all signs, or those signs, point towards the under for us, and that's why we do like it. So Clark Schmidt, 4 pitcher strikeouts, 4 less, I think is an absolute steal. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible. So PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is none other than San Diego Padres, Dylan Cease. Now, as we all know, Dylan Cease, great starting pitcher, and he does have an ERA of 3.47, ranking him 21st, and 224 pitcher strikeouts, which actually ties him at third. So as we see, the San Diego Padres do have themselves a very good matchup against none other than the Dodgers. Now we look at the Dodgers and actually their batting average. We see that when it comes to the Dodgers batting average, they do rank 7th with a batting average of .216. So very mid-tier, pretty much borderline lower tier, and that's a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation here. Now Padres so far this series do lead 2-1, and coming into this game, we think he's definitely going to do a fantastic job in being able to really make that lead even further, making it 3-1. So because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here. Over the last 7 days, he has only played one game, but he was able to get 4 pitcher strikeouts. But we should see a lot more from him coming into this next game, especially for someone like Dylan Cease, who is a fantastic starting pitcher. So we think with an easier matchup when it comes to their batting average, Dodgers ranking very low, we are sticking to the over for this situation here. So Dylan Cease, keep an eye out for his line. If his line is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about Jose Quintana, who has an ERA of 3.75 and also pitcher strikeouts of 135 in total during the season, which actually ties him at 70th. So when it comes to the Mets, as we all know, the Mets do face off against none other than the Phillies coming into this next game. And when it comes to the Phillies, they do have a batting average that ranked them 8th with a batting average of .204. So very poor there. So we think Quintana should have no problem going on the over here. Now, over the last 7 days, he has only played one game, but he was able to get 9 pitcher strikeouts, which was honestly insane. That is a big reason why we do very much like the over here. Now, the Mets also lead the series 2-1, which is great to see, and we think it is going to be 3-1 coming into this next game. But on top of that, we think Jose Quintana should have no problem going on the over here, especially against an easier matchup like the Phillies when it comes to their batting average. So because of that, keep an eye out for Quintana. We definitely like the over for this one. So keep an eye out for his line. Like I always mentioned, if the line is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Alex Cobb. So, Alex Cobb has an ERA of 2.76 and 10 pitcher strikeout, which actually ranks him 150th plus. But when it comes to Cobb, he is going to be the starting pitcher coming into this game for the Guardians. And when it comes to the Guardians, they do have themselves a great game against none other than the Detroit Tigers. Now, when it comes to Detroit Tigers, we do actually see that the Detroit Tigers do rank 6th of the postseason teams, so that's out of 12 teams, and they do have a batting average of .226. Now, when it comes to Alex Cobb, we do actually like the under for this situation here, due to the fact that Cobb doesn't have that high of pitcher strikeouts. Now, when it comes to his line, we are expecting a pretty low line to come out, but we think coming into the game, we should see Alex unable or struggle to go on the over, and even against a team like Detroit Tigers, they still do rank 6th, so in that mid-tier, and we definitely think that is just enough for someone like Alex Cobb actually to go on the under here. So because of that, keep an eye out for his line. Like I always mentioned, if the line is too close to his averages, definitely look to go on the under. So I think there'll be a lot of great value there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.